Welcome everybody to this webinar recording of the new applications that are developed to support the MRB in RAMBase. The agenda for today is first, I will give you an explanation what is MRB, and then we'll take a look inside of RAMBase of the different applications that are developed. So this is the file types application, document approval, MRB templates, we have a new file uploader, and at the end we will look at the MRB. So what is MRB? MRB stands for Manufacturing Record Book, and it's used to maintain a comprehensive record of all documents, reports, and images that are utilized throughout the manufacturing process. The content specifications may differ based on the specific sector, and in RAMBase you have the flexibility to craft customized templates for streamlined use. Now we will go into RAMBase and take a look at the first application that is developed, called FIT. So FIT stands for file types, and this will show you a list of all the file types that you have in RAMBase. For each file type, you can add a name, description, and a category, and we have different properties that we can turn on for the file type. We have checkboxes for if it's system generated, if it's externally owned, if it's allow new version, and so on. Each one of these you can click on them to get an explanation of what this means. Here, next step is the internal file name pattern. Here we could add a file pattern based on where we upload the file. So on this example here, if I upload a file on a sales order, the internal file name will get the sales order ID and a counter on 4 digits. Here we can also add more macros. Below here we see permissions. Here we can set up some default permissions on which user or which role that should have access to this kind of file types that are being uploaded. And on the right side here we have requirements. Here we can add new operations, product or resource, and we can tick off that this is a requirement also for the MRB. If you add a requirement, it will always be ticked off for internal documentation. When we add an operation, product or resource here, this will also be copied when this product, resource or operation is used in the manufacturing process. Next, we have some approval setup. Here we have 3 different tabs. We have a checklist where you can add different checklists that you should remember when you do the document approval. We have some metadata where we can define which fields we would like to see based on where we upload the file. So in this example, we have a sales order, and then we would like to see the customer name when the sales order is created and the ID of the sales order. And finally, we have an approval where we tick off what kind of approval this file type should need. If you don't have any approval here, the file will not be approved and you don't need to use the document approval. Further on, we can take a look into the document approval. So right when you upload a file and it's a file type that have required approval, then the file will get a new status called pending approval. Here we have an application where you could see all the files that are pending and also the ones that are already approved. If we take a look at this pending, we have a preview here of the file. We can see the checklist that we added on the file type, and we can also see some metadata from where the file was uploaded, in this case a sales order. Below here we see the approvers. We can add more approvers here if we would like to add different document controllers. And we can also set an approval deadline when this should be. When you see the assigned approvals, then we could either reject them or we can approve. If I click approve, then it will be approved and it will be removed from the list there, as you can see. Next, we will take a further look into the requirements bit, so the MRB setup. So then I will go to the products application. So here I have a product, and we have developed some new functionality here where we could add requirements for this specific product. So this option is called document requirements, and here we could add a new requirement. So I can select that every time we use this product, we should always include a material certificate. And this could be either internal requirement, or we could also choose to include this in the MRB. If this product is used in a kit or kit assembly, the requirements will automatically be copied over. So we see in the designer we have a new document requirements tab. And if I search for my product and I drag this over, it will also be taken with me, the material certificate. This one is already here because this has a reference to a different product as well. In the kit details here, we also have a new option called planned requirements. So here we can see all the requirements that are needed and if they should be included in the MRB or if it's only internal. We can also add new requirement trigger, or we can rebuild. That means that we will just do a refresh and we will get all the new requirements that have been added to products that are part of this bill of material. When this product is being produced from a customer order, it will also be possible to see the different requirements, and we can see the statuses of each file in the document requirements overview from the production work order. Further now I will move on to the MRB bit. So then I will start off with the MRB templates application. So here we could create different templates and connect them to different customers. Here I just have created a default MRB, and then we can build it up as a structure here, where we add different file types on different sections. So on the first page, I would like to add a front page, and this is a RAM-based standard front page that could be changed based on your needs. Then I will like to add an index, and here I choose a template page. We have an option here to upload a template file that we will where we choose to insert the different pages during the MRB. So the template files is uploaded here, and it looks like this. So here we could add different pages, and then RAM-based will insert the pages where you have said that they should be. This is, of course, you could create as many sections that you would like and have subsections under here. We also have an empty section strategy. And that means that if you do not have any art drawings uploaded, then we can show in the PDF if we should remove the section, if we should just add NA, or if we should just show and we do nothing. These templates could also be copied to a new one if you would like to do changes from your standard one. Maybe this should be towards a specific customer. We move on to the production work order. From the production work order, we can generate the MRB. This is only available if this production work order is connected to a sales order and a customer. So in the production work order, we have two new options. We could see the document requirements for the specific product unit, and we can also see the document status overview. The document requirements will show all the files that are uploaded, and here they will be in status 4 if they are not uploaded yet. So in this case, you can see that all the files is uploaded. If we upload a new file, we use the new file uploader that looks like this. I'll just drag the Rambus logo to show you, and here we select the file type. So this is an art image, and we can also see that we have different tabs under here where we can add description, we can add some tags, we can add a document number revision, and we can also set up some approval if this should be approved. When we are done, we can upload the file, and if this was a file that was connected to a requirements, the status would change directly to status 8. If you are a document controller, you are working in the document status overview, MRB. So this could only be opened when you are connected to a production work order, and this will give you an overview of the status of all the documents that you have said that should use in the MRB. So here we can see we have our 89% ready, but we have 2 documents that are missing a PDF variant. Here we can also see if we have any approvals that are missing. On the right side, we can see the different files. We can send them on email, and we can also see the status of if they are approved. And in the document list, we can see for information how many files each of them, if the file types are, and also see a list of all the files. Next step would be to create the MRB. Here we can select the template from the MRB templates. And as you can see here, I only get 2, so I don't get the one that was connected to a different customer. Here I have a checkbox that I could use to create the preliminary MRB, and this will include the unapproved files. Next step will be to create a revision, and then I will generate the MRB. So when I click on the generate here, we have different documents that are created automatically. So here now we are creating a traceability list, we are creating the COC document, and we create a material trace list and link them to the LCM. This is something you can turn on and off based on some company settings. When this is done, we have an option to send the MRB by email, or we can open the file manager to inspect the MRB. So the MRB is connected to the production work order, and on the left side here we can see all the MRB documents and the different revisions that I've created. So I click on the one that I created right now, and here we can see all the files that are included in the MRB, and the one that are called MRB is the MRB document. So we can open this one in the preview pop-up, And here we can see the manufacturing record book, the front page generated by RAMBase. We can see in the index was a template page, and then we can see all the different files that are uploaded. On the left side in the table of contents, we can see the different contents, and we can also see the NA behind the name here, and this shows that there are nothing uploaded. There are no reports uploaded in the MRB. And in the MRB templates, you could also choose to remove this from the table of contents if the files are not there. When we are done with the MRB and we are happy, we can drag this over to the production work order. And then this will also be possible to get when you are selecting when you are shipping the goods and generate the MRB. As you can see here, we have a lot of revisions, so then you have to drag the final one over to the production work order tab here.